Hey guys, all right. I got to tell you, remember last week we spoke about Disney and the Disney rides at the Star Wars park, and so much has changed in 1 week. It's crazy. So we spoke about we were very fresh. I was very frustrated with Disney, and we were speaking about their lousy. I already spoke with somebody who went with a group of like 31 people, and none of them got to go on the ride. Yep, 31 people in the lottery to get tickets to go on the Star Wars ride. None of them got it. So, anyway, we'll talk about Disney in a minute. So, my title for last week's video was Coronavirus and what was it, Disney Fiasco or something like that. And YouTube flagged it because they felt it wasn't advertiser friendly. Speaking about the coronavirus is not advertiser friendly, or speaking about Disney. I don't even know why they flagged it. YouTube's infamous for this, and it's hi Will, how you doing? Good morning, Laura. So I don't know what it was last week, but I'm not taking the video down. They can flag it all they want, um, So that was yes, Michelle. We got hit hard. So I do want to start off with the biggest story in where I live. Good morning, Greg. How are you? I want to take you through what happened that night because I was there. Okay, so I was there for the Northridge earthquake in California. I was on the radio when all the commercials fell off the wall and fell onto me, and I've been through some big earthquakes. Okay, I'll take an earthquake any day over a tornado. Any day, an earthquake will break a dish. It'll knock a dish off the wall. It'll swoosh around the water in your pool, but that's about it. Okay. A tornado will throw your car into Walmart. Okay. So there's a big difference. I've heard people say, oh, I'll take a tornado or a hurricane over an earthquake. If you've ever been through an earthquake, it feels like a rolling motion. Like everything is moving. Okay. That's it for a few seconds, for 30 seconds, 15 seconds. Okay. Let me explain to you what happened that night. If you've never experienced a tornado, okay, we're 10. Everybody wants to know how close I was. I was about 10 miles from the tornado. Okay, so we got part of the storm, but not the tornado. Okay, so what happens is your phone sends you an alert, a weather alert, and then your alarm system in your house starts beeping that there's a concern for weather, and then the weather radio. The weather radio goes off all the time. It's just thunderstorms, flood warnings, and all that stuff. But it's the first thing to go off is your weather radio, and that's nothing. Okay, I've learned not to worry about the weather radio, even though it wakes everybody up in the house. It's pretty loud. It's all beep, 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 and then the weather service is announcing that Sumner County, blah 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 blah, and they tell you the warning. Okay, so the storm hit us, and usually the weather radio goes off when the heart of the storm's passing by. And what's interesting is like in California, you're in a valley, so when it rains for a longer period of time than it does in the South. In the South, storms come and go. It's kind of like Hawaii weather. Just the storm comes in 5 minutes, it's raining all of a sudden. So this came in, and so I started to get a little concerned because the weather radio went off like 3 times. And I said, honey, let's get up. Let's turn on the news. Let's make sure everything's cool. So we went in the living room. Jack Jr. was already down here, all bundled on the couch in his blanket. And the way you don't worry too much when the weather radio goes off, but you worry when the first thing you worry about is if you hear hail. Okay, that's a bad sign. That means you're in a bad area. We had tons of hail. I mean, it was slamming on our windows. You could hear it pounding on our house. So as soon as I heard hail, I thought, oh, guys, that's when you start clearing out the closet if you have a safe spot, getting ready to go into the bathroom. The time you stand up and walk to a secure place in your house, whether it's in a basement or it's in a bathroom, it's in the center of the house. You don't want to be by glass. You don't want to be at any exterior walls. None. So everybody has a safe zone in their house. We have our bathroom because it's in the middle of the house. It's not on an exterior wall. So the moment you hear sirens, they have sirens in every town, and they're tornado sirens. And this is weird because first time I heard it, I freaked out. Um, so yeah, we're all okay. But basically, I heard 3 sirens at one time. Okay, so the sirens weren't even related to my town because you could hear they were in the distance. It wasn't loud like my local town siren. So I could hear sirens all in the area, and I'm freaked. And now we're up. Now we're like, okay, this is some serious stuff. So we're watching, and we hear that there's a touchdown in Hermitage, and that's when a siren airs. That means there is definitely a tornado that has touched down. So when you hear a siren, if it's in your local town, if it's close and loud, just get to safety. But you were in Lebanon, you heard no sirens. Wow. Lebanon got smacked. You know, everybody says Nashville. Lebanon got hit. Mount Juliet got hit hard. I know it went through downtown also. And luckily, thank you, Lord, that it was 1 a.m. and nobody was around. Nobody was in the schools. It could have been worse. We've had a lot of casualties, but it could have been worse because everybody could be working or rush hour traffic. I don't even know. So it was 1 a.m. or something like that. And when it hit, are you ready for this? You got to find footage on the internet. The tornado was 1 mile in diameter. 1 mile in diameter. And it was literally traveling down the 40 highway, which is the main highway from California to New York. You know, if you're trying to get to New York from California, you'll take the 40 all the way through. It was 1 mile in diameter, and it was traveling at somewhere between 160 and 170 miles an hour. And it was on the ground for over 45 minutes. It was on the ground for over 45 minutes. An earthquake is 30 seconds. I mean, this thing was amazing. And then another tornado hit over in Cooksville and took some people over there, and it was just absolutely sad. So the one thing I want to talk about is the prayers and concerns from you guys has been amazing. The support from the whole world has been awesome. You guys truly, I didn't even know. I had people from all over the world writing me, are you okay? Are you okay? Were you close? Were you okay? And we're doing good, but the town is devastated. The town is set back. The town is, and the one thing that I noticed, because like when the floods hit in 2010, I don't know if you guys remember, Nashville, the whole thing flooded. Okay. When it flooded, there was 400,000 homes that were affected. I don't know if you realize how big the flood was because the nation didn't really give any media to it, didn't pay attention to it. President didn't come out, nothing like that. And it was devastating to the town. I mean, country stars flew back and the Opry was underwater, and it was crazy. Tons of people pulled together. I'm watching this community pull together again, and it's amazing. So I've got, like, my church has been collecting stuff and helping first responders. I know another church is feeding first responders and supporting and meeting with first responders to do some cleanup work. Oh man, I guess if you live in Louisiana or New York or wherever there's been, or Florida has ever been devastation, you know what we're going through. It's devastated this town, and yet it's brought this town closer together. And it always happened. I remember after 9/11, this nation was so tightly knit over that. And it's sad that it takes tragedy to bring people together. But the love that is poured out. Now, I know over time, it just happens. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not complaining. But we know how human nature, the next disaster comes, the next, we go back to the coronavirus. We our attentions go somewhere else. But for right now, that you're thinking about Nashville, we really appreciate it. If you could support some reliable, like I support Convoy of Hope. You guys know that on the show. Convoy of Hope is already here. This is what Convoy of Hope is for. Their trucks pulled out the day it happened that morning. They were on their way, and luckily it's just St. Louis, Missouri they had to come from. So they were on their way, already driving here with supplies, water, diapers, clothing, whatever. If you're looking for a good way to give, I don't care if it's $1. Give to the Convoy of Hope. 91% of all donations go towards the people, and they're here helping us out. Operation Rescue's here. There's so many people that are here. There's so many organizations. So yeah, it's pretty devastating. So can you come on an Ephesians 2:2? What does Ephesians 2:2 say? Go ahead and quote it, because I don't. A lot of people are thinking the coronavirus and this tornado is somehow tied in with the Bible, and I don't try to guess anything. I don't do any guess. I don't do interpretation. So it's a tornado and it's a virus, and that's what's going on. We've been through so much as a country. Throughout the world, we've gone through disasters, and they're going to come and go. It's going to happen. We're going to have another earthquake in like Peru, and it's going to devastate people. It's just the earth, the world. And so I thank you for caring. But yeah, this whole town is like, right now, I know a church getting together with the police right now to do cleanup work, because thankfully, I mean, there's been some positive points. One, it wasn't during the workday, it wasn't during rush hour. Two, there isn't more casualties than there are. I know there's a lot of people missing still, and I'm praying that we find out what happened to everybody and everybody's okay. But three, the outpouring has been great. It brought the community together. Everybody's helping everybody. People who can't help are financially supporting. People who can help are moving. There's over 700 power poles that were knocked down. 700. I quoted it yesterday. I said 70. It's not 70. Somebody corrected me. It's 700, because my wife works in the telecommunications division, and yeah, I can't even imagine. It takes like 4 hours to put a power pole up, or a telephone pole, or whatever. 700 were knocked down. People lost power. It's crazy. Mount Juliet was just devastated. So I'm praying for them. Luckily, I lived in a neighborhood. My neighborhood hasn't been hit since 2006, I think it is. And it's funny too, because people, like my brother calls, and he's comparing our tornado and saying, well, the one in Joplin, Missouri, right near me, was worse than that one. I'm like, dude, what are we comparing sizes? What's up? Let's stop doing that. That's it's funny, but in the South, you talk about, oh yeah, that tornado of 2006 or whatever. You refer to it like it's that we're in the middle of it all. So it's going to, it affected everybody. It affected all. We still have stuff on our supermarket shelves. I know a lot of people have been doing, because of the coronavirus, everybody's freaking out. Stop it. And not that that's going to stop it. But anyway, our shelves are full, probably because of this tornado. We're not really thinking of the coronavirus. We have 100-year-old trees that were uprooted, huge, huge trees that have been standing forever. We have historical buildings that are gone. The Wendy's is gone, completely gone. A Wendy's was wiped out. I can't even imagine that. Thankfully, it wasn't open for business. But yeah, it's completely gone. Gas stations are destroyed. TCU got hit. I mean, you guys have seen it all. You guys have watched the news. I don't need to repeat it all. But I just want to thank you guys for the care and concerns, and everybody looking out for us. Appreciate it, because we try not to require too much from the nation. As a city, we pretty much got it going on. It's growing like beyond. And I know some new apartments, some lofts downtown got wiped out. I know the Channel 5 News was reporting, and they were having surges, and they had to go to backup generator because they lost power. So they were doing the whole night's broadcast on backup power. Oh yeah, Indiana's coming to help our power company, or your power company's coming to help our power company. Thanks. That's cool. That's good to know. A lot of people from local other cities around us that are close to us, right next to our state, have been coming in. I'm telling you, man, people from all over have been pulling it together to help us out. So I don't know what to say about it. It was massive, and I really thought we were close because the hail. Here's what happened after the hail. It got totally quiet. That freaks me out because that's supposed to be like the center of a storm, is where there's nothing, and we heard nothing. Uh, Glad you live in Canada. We get a little cold, wear a jacket and hat and hoodie. And yeah, the weather in Nashville, we have no extremes. We don't get really hot. We don't get really cold. We don't have tons of snow. We have like 1-2 days a year, and that's about it. It's kind of the perfect spot to live. If you like all four seasons and you want to celebrate, you want those seasons, you like spring's coming in. We're starting to see the trees blooming right now. So we're getting excited. Barbecue season is getting ready to heat up. So you're going to see a lot of barbecue videos from me. I got a new smoker I'm going to be reviewing for you guys and all that. Now I want to talk to you about something. I want to go just kind of shift a little bit, okay? No hurricanes, no tsunamis in Canada. I get it. Yeah, but you have the Canadian government. No, just kidding. Anyway, so it'd be interesting to see videos of you visiting restaurants that were destroyed and rebuilt in the future, kind of success and devastation, so to speak. Take that tornado down to the ground. Don't you ever? Got it. Okay, thank you guys for your support. I'll think about maybe getting some footage for you guys, but there's so much footage out there. I'm kind of overseeing the devastation. It's like Burger Up. You guys remember I reviewed Burger Up? It's it's on the Jack and the Goat channel, and I basically the whole thing just got wiped out. It's just destroyed. I know Edley's. I want to say congratulations to Edley's Barbecue. If you know Edley's, they were feeding people. They were right on the spot. I thought that was impressive. I don't care for Edley's, but hey, man, you show love like that, you're going to get my business. So if you're near an Edley's, be sure to support them because they supported the people. They were feeding homeless people from the storm and all that. My church is watching children who were like, can't go to school or don't have a place to, during the day, so your parents can go to work. So we only could take on a number of kids, but Cornerstone Nashville, if you need childcare, that's available to everybody. There's a certain number they can handle. They don't want to go above that, but they're trying to help where they can. I think that's cool. So the kids department's helping. I mean, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. So let me switch gears because I wanted to tell you about the cold I've been going through. This is the worst time to have a cold. This whole coronavirus thing, okay? I cover myself when I cough. I cover myself if I sneeze. But I'm going through a cold I've been going through for about a week and a half. I've been congested. I've had the sinus issue and all that. I had a fever the first day, but it broke. And that's a big sign for the coronavirus. So I thought I had a doctor's appointment. And this is a little shocking. So I had a doctor's appointment. And I was just having her check my lungs, having her check everything. Having a look at my foot because from the surgery and everything. And I asked her to swab me and test me for the coronavirus. And this blew me away. They were out of swabs. What a shock. And they're not ordering more, meaning they're not doing any testing for the coronavirus. When I went to my doctor's office, I'm like, excuse me? I'm asking you to test me and I have all the symptoms and everything. Excuse me. And I guess it costs a lot of money to do testing for the coronavirus. So it became a money issue. And I thought, wow. So my health isn't worth the dollars it takes to check it. You'll check my testosterone. You'll check my blood work. You'll do everything else, but you won't. I have all the symptoms. So anyway, luckily, a lot of the symptoms have gone away. Right now, all that's left is the respiratory stuff, just like a regular flu. That's all I got. I know I haven't been anywhere. You guys know I've been laid up for 7 weeks. So I probably didn't get the virus, but I wanted to be safe. And they thought it was, my doctor said, no, they won't test for it. I thought, what? This is right before the government said, if you have a doctor's note, we'll test at the CDC. So, or at the Tennessee something, Tennessee Health or something like that. Anyway, so I can get a test if I want, but my doctor's office wouldn't do it beforehand when the concern was breaking out. Really, $3,000 a test in the U.S. Yeah, and I hear they don't have enough tests for everybody. I understand that totally. Uh, yeah, and then I thought this. This is very interesting. I thought, well, what if they said I had the coronavirus? Doesn't change anything. You're still going to have to go through it. Majority have been making it through the coronavirus. It's just like a flu. So it doesn't matter if I know or I don't know, other than you want to stay away from people, you want to not spread it. I get that. So I've been very hesitant to go into public places. I just have a cold, but no lie. When you cough in public today, everybody looks. I was in the movie theater, I just clearing my throat like that. Everybody looks at you like, like, dude, calm down. We're, so anyway, yeah, everything is good. This flu that I have has been progressing, getting better. So I don't worry about anything, but it was like, okay, so they took a test and said, yeah, you got it. I still would stay away from people and clean my hands and, cover up when I sneeze and cough and all that stuff. I'd be doing everything that I'm already doing right now. So anyway, I don't know if this topic is a bad topic for YouTube or not, but it's a topic that needs to be discussed. People need to know. But why am I not worried about the coronavirus? Just because it's just a flu. And yeah, and I know, if I'm careful, I can not get it. So anyway, hygiene is, by the way, one of the number one transmission of diseases is like doorknobs and that kind of stuff. That's why, before dinner, you probably want to, don't touch the bathroom door. If you can grab a towel, grab the bathroom door. If you're in the bathroom, wash your hands, all that stuff. Wherever you are, wash it. Get used to washing it and having a thing of antibacterial stuff that you can just rub your hands like at the hospital. Don't use too much because it will dry out your skin. It's not good to use too much antibacterial, but stay good hygiene. All right. David and Jesse praying for y'all. Thank you so much, you guys. I totally appreciate the love. So, so we talked about the doctor's office. Oh, we took a poll. I don't know if you guys remember. We asked you if you wanted chocolate sauerkraut cake or if you wanted elderberry syrup. It was a poll we did. And the results were shocking because on YouTube, y'all wanted chocolate sauerkraut cake. But on Facebook and on Instagram, they voted more for the syrup. I thought, I didn't know elderberries were a big thing, but everybody wants to know how to make elderberry syrup. So we decided to do the cake, and then I have somebody coming into town in a few weeks. She makes elderberry syrup. She has a recipe. She's going to come on the show with me, and we're going to make it together. And then, thank you, John, for reminding me. I have been speaking on that topic for a while, but then we'll do the syrup for you guys. So I have to tell you that we're going to do both, basically. I was shocked at how many people care about elderberries. I thought, okay, it's like a new thing that everybody's into. I guess it's like a good antioxidant. I don't know. So anyway, what else did I have written down here? Oh, cash. And you guys have given me a hard time because I have issues with cash-only businesses. Guys, it's 2020. Okay, nobody uses cash. Very seldom. 90% of the transactions are not cash. Okay, we have Apple Pay. We pay with our watch. We're so electronic now. We use our cards that you need to accept cash. Okay, when you say cash only, first thing people think of is you're trying to rip off paying you're trying to fudge the numbers and you're not claiming all the money you're making. So that's why your boss doesn't pay you cash under the table. That's why, I mean, everybody has a money trail. So cash only restaurants. I don't know if you saw that latest Jack on the Go I did at Jaws Jumbo Burgers. It was cash only. Well, luckily we had cash, but the sweet little family that came in with their baby had to leave. They had no cash. They didn't want to go to a store and try and get cash back. You know, yeah. I mean, I have to tell you, you got protection with your credit card, or you got a crummy credit card. You know, so my credit card's been jacked so many times, and I never had to pay for any of the charges. Thousands have been put on my card. So, anyway, so basically, I'm just saying, there is no risk if you pay with cash. That's right, and some people teach that pay with cash. So, anyway, but basically, when you say cash only, you should always take credit card or something. You know, you should have another form. I mean, okay, take personal check. I don't remember. I know restaurants that used to do that back in the day. So a cash only business raises a red flag for me. That's all I know. I mean, I'm not saying everybody's dishonest, but it's like you got to take. It's like it's just not. It's not right. I understand why people don't take American Express, because American Express charges the merchants, and all that, and rewards. Even if you said, okay, if you're using a credit card at our establishment, we're going to charge you 3% more. So you don't have to pay anything. Whatever your costs are added on to the customer. I totally get that. But when you say you don't take it at all, it kind of raises a flag. What is that? Chicago Pizza and Grinder Company is a cash only restaurant. They finally put an ATM in their establishment. That's cool. Make cash back available. I totally respect that. Make it to where they can use like an ATM. That's awesome. I love that. There's always answers, like the bathroom thing with the men and women and transgenders and all that. Just make unisex bathrooms. YouTube's had it for years. If you go to YouTube right now, you will see men and women using the same bathroom, because the bathroom part is completely a separate room. So when you go into the bathroom and close the door, it's all walled off. So nobody can see in. You lock the door. It's like a separate room. So, and then when you come out, you're washing your hands right next to a lady going, "Hi, how are you today?" And it's just like these 3 are for men, these 4 are for women, or whatever. But basically, I mean, a man can use a stall just like a lady. So make all the bathrooms available to whoever. Make it to where it locks, or individual, whatever. If you got to take in many people, then make the individual stalls that completely seal. So, yeah, I talk to strangers all the time in the bathroom. I don't do it at the urinals, and I don't do it in my stall, but I, washing hands and stuff, I'll hand somebody a towel or something if there's a towel. A paper towel. So anyway, let's see. Oh yeah, oh yeah, you deserve special treatment. There we go. Okay. So anyway, just once again, keep good hygiene. And okay, so what was the other one I want to talk about? Oh, the new video for how to make money on YouTube. For those of you who want to make a living on YouTube or want to start YouTube, the latest one is hate. It's called Haters. We discuss hateful people, and we don't welcome it. We don't like it. We don't acknowledge it. The whole video will tell you how to deal with haters. Been doing it for 12 years, so I've gotten used to it. I've heard everything. So that video is very interesting. We talk about some of the hate that I've received. We've talked about how to handle it. So if you're a little guy, you probably don't get any hate. As you grow, I think when you get into like the tens of thousands of people, excuse me, that's when the hate surfaces. So go watch that video. It's on my cooking show. Every Saturday I release one, how to make money on YouTube. It's basically all the steps Now, next video, we're going to visit. I already showed you how to upload a video, but now there's a new YouTube Studio beta. All the controls are different. So I'm going to have to show you, I'm going to have to redo that video, and that will be next week's video. It'll be the new YouTube Studio beta, how to upload a video, how to tag it, how to do your descriptions, how to do your cards and all that stuff. That's going to be interesting. It'll show people who don't know how to get around, what to do, where the defaults are and all that stuff. I'm legitimately confused about your hand. Is it going to recover? Well, if you have faith, like I do, yeah, the answer is yes. I've been talking to my doctor. Some people take years. Some people, I don't know. I'm not in control of the pathways in my brain. So all I can do is, if you're going to start rumors, you're going to be in our special club out there. Hold on. There we go. Anyway, so, oops. I have a special club for certain people. And no, don't start rumors. If you're going to start rumors, we're just going to shut it down there. Anyway, so can I lift my arm? It takes a while, but I can lift my arm. So you'll see on the show that I use it to pick up things. I'll use it to hold a bowl and stir. I mean, you'll see in the show if I use it more and more. No, I'm not dying, not at all. I don't have the coronavirus. So, once again, you got haters. That's what today's video is all about. People who want to start things and say nasty things and all that. So anyway, I have a weight by my chair where I sit, and I continue to lift the weight. So I believe, truthfully, I have movement in this arm. I believe it's gotten weak. I don't believe there's things I can't do. I believe that I've got to build up the strength again. That's what I truly believe. So I believe all things. Exactly. Thank you. I believe all things are possible. So I have, as you can see on my shirt, faith over fear. It's my new shirt. So I don't worry about certain things that you guys worry about. And I just try to stay positive. I have to say that, there's been frustrations in the healing process and all that stuff, but you don't need to hear about that stuff. You don't tune in to hear about that stuff. You tune in to hear about what's going on in the world and what I'm doing on the show and all that stuff. Did you guys see Pizza Delivery Wars? Did you guys watch it? That's on right now on the cooking channel. If you want to see it, between Domino's, Pizza Hut, and Papa John's. And everybody's, oh, well, those aren't even real pizzas. You should try this place. I've never heard of the place you're mentioning. We go to those places because they're the biggest and everybody knows them and everybody goes to them. I'll go to a local pizza. If you said, Jack, what's the best pizza? I'm going to say best pizza in Nashville is Slim and Husky's. It's privately owned. It's got one location, but they're booming. Before they open the door in the morning, they got in the afternoon, they have a line of people waiting to get in. So I'm not about the chain places, let's say with barbecue and hamburgers and tacos and everything. I love, I'd rather get tacos off the street of Los Angeles than in a building than Taco King, yes. Did you take into account which was closer to your home? No, we're not going to, you could take into account many things. How many stops did the guy make before he got to your house? You can't control everything. So we just did a basic overall test. So they're all, I did look, they're all reasonably close. No more than the furthest one is 2 miles. And they all give you tracking of your pizza. You forgot one minor thing that some people care about: taste. Yeah, well, that's up to you. What I think tastes good, you may not think tastes good. You may get anchovies on your pizza. I don't know. Everybody knows you can eat the pepperoni at all the places, Mine has the most sauce and the most cheese. So the winner had twice as much cheese as the loser. So that kind of tells you what it's going to taste like. It was more of a playing with your food episode. It wasn't a taste test. So Pizza Wars, it's unfair to measure pizza from different distances. You should have factored that in. Yeah, well, I could sit here and split hairs with you all day long. Okay. So the bottom line is they need to eat. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what you want me to do. Yeah. Well, you should take into account weather. You should take into account, who the guy was. Did he touch your pizza? Did he have 3 stops instead of 2? You can't take in every factor there is. If there is a channel that does that, please share it with me. If you have a new channel opening, let me know. But I know the Pi 5 closed in our neighborhood. Pi 5 is like Pieology, if you guys know Pieology, where you can make your own pizza. That's what Slim and Huskies is. They have salmon and shrimp at Slim and Huskies. I thought, really? But the key factor is drizzle sauce. Slim and Huskies has 6 different drizzle sauces that you can drizzle onto your pizza when it's done. So I thought that was a hit. Were you hit by the tornado, Jack? I thought about you when I first heard about it. No, I was not. I was 10 miles away. Well, it was a mile wide, so I was probably 9 miles away. So anyway, no, thankfully we were all safe. We did have hail. We did hear the sirens and everything, but we were safe. Too bad Costco doesn't deliver. Yeah, Costco's cool. If you guys are going through the lines, you can order a pizza in the line. You can order, I think, on the app. I mean, their pizzas, a lot of people like Sam's Club and Costco pizzas. That personally, I think they have too much grease. I've never seen so much grease on a pizza. But once again, taste is, some people like the grease. I don't know. Yeah. You paid $18 for last pizza. I think 18 and change. I think Pizza Hut was the most expensive. So you got to watch that video. That was incredible. Have you tried a homemade keto pizza recipe yet? Yeah, it's called Fathead Pizza. I did that video already at the very beginning when keto was a new thing or in the public eye. I mean, keto's always been around for many years, but when it started to get popular, Fathead Pizza, look that up. Can you do a Lazy Man's Pizza? I have done a Lazy Man's Pizza. You do it on garlic bread or English muffins. I've already done that video. English muffin pizzas. Just take English muffins and put a spoonful of sauce, sprinkle cheese, and a few circles of pepperoni, and you're good to go. And they're like little pizzas. I even did, if you guys remember, I did the lasagna cupcakes with Final Cut King. He came on the show. You should make it with Miracle Meat. No, I'm not into fake meat. I don't eat fake meat. If I want meat, I eat meat. I don't eat fake meat. That's like making me have a pizza with vegan cheese on it. It's not real cheese. It's fake stuff. It's processed and it's just not good. Or vegan, any of the fake meats. I try and stay away from. Hey, do you still do parking lot reviews? You know what? Good question. No, I don't, but I may do a few coming up because those were fun. Those were easy. Those were quick. I could shoot those out to you guys. And this stuff is just coming faster and faster. Lazy Man, I know who has a taco. KFC just came out with a taco, like Taco Bell, where they use chicken as the shell and they use fried chicken as the shell. So I may do a parking lot review on that. Lazy Man lifestyle for me. That's what I'm talking about, John. Florida Costco did pizza better than here in really. I'm still trying to find a sponsor so that I can do a Pizza Wars in New York and New Jersey. That's like my ultimate dream. I would like to do that this fall, but I've got to find a sponsor for that tour. And once I do, then it'll be cool. So is YouTube your full-time job? Yes, it is my full-time job. I also have the sauce business on the side. So I don't do sauce as much. It's still available. It's on sale right now because barbecue season is about ready to blow up. So if you guys are interested, you can check out sauces and seasonings. But YouTube you have no idea how much work goes into YouTube and how much, the main thing is marketing. if you're in YouTube. But you can watch my series and learn all that. I give you everything about YouTube. So if you're interested and you want to make a living at YouTube, check out my series, How to Make Money on YouTube. Those New Yorkers can be hostile. Keep your sass in check. Yeah, the New Yorkers love their pizza. Chicago and New York battle all the time. Chicago pizza is famous for, in my mind, famous for deep dish. And New York is famous for slices that you can fold, big, big slices. So they're two totally different. It's like a Chicago hot dog and a New York hot dog. They're totally different. You got to do some funky stuff to get plants to taste like beef. Why no impossible food of any kind here? Yeah. Do you recommend vitamins or are they baloney? Okay, so I take one set of vitamins. It's called Juice Plus, and it gives me my vegetables in one capsule. My daily recommended. It gives me my fruits and vegetables. Not that I stay away from fruits and vegetables. I still eat fruits and vegetables, but to make sure I get the daily recommended amount, I take in my vitamins, and it gives me antioxidants, and it gives me omega. So Juice Plus, I have all those pills from Juice Plus. They take care of all my categories so that I get a web balance every day, no matter if I eat 3 meals or 2 meals or whatever. So I always recommend vitamins. I think it's good if you're not getting enough potassium. It's dangerous because some people, the potassium levels drop and you have nerve issues and stuff. So sometimes I'm a big turmeric fan. I'm a big apple cider vinegar fan. I don't know if you guys take apple cider vinegar or you take turmeric, but those are two popular things that give you. I know the apple cider vinegar gives you a kind of a good bacteria in your stomach. I'm into that stuff. I don't know. Maybe someday I'll learn that I'm crazy, like my nonstick cookware, that I shouldn't be using it. It took me a while to learn that. How much sauce do you sell? My friend does hot sauce, and he makes. Yeah, we're not gonna. That's it. That's private information. Turmeric is a great herb. You could put turmeric in anything. It's really, really good. But yeah, turmeric is becoming more and more popular. It has a lot of benefits, so be sure to look that up. I am way over time, so next week we're gonna do an AMA. Okay, it's gonna be an AMA, so we're gonna gear next week's show to your questions. So come up with some questions, make them tasteful. We probably will have annoying questions that we'll completely ignore, but does turmeric have a taste? I haven't tasted anything with turmeric yet, but Stubbs has very low sugar. I think it's the G Hughes is sugar free. So he uses Splenda in his, and he's got 3 different flavors. I'm really happy with his, but you should try not to use sauces and go to a dry rub if you need, like if you're doing ribs or chicken wings or something. How is it private info? You have a company and you're making money, or most people are proud of how well their things are doing. Okay, well, go ahead and post how much you make per year, Lenny. If you it's all public information. There's certain things I consider private, so it's private info because I think it's private. So, what is salsa? Salsa is like a mix between coleslaw, salsa. It's like chow chow. That's what it is. Salsa is like chow chow, and I don't make it, but a friend of mine, she went on Shark Tank. She's like in 40,000 stores. So if you're looking for it, look at Home Depot and Lowe's, or in Walmart or in Kroger. She's everywhere. She's huge. But it's really good on hot dogs or bratwursts anyway. So I've been rambling way too much. I apologize, guys. Remember, if you need me, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you need, you can write me through my website, cookingwithjack.com, and I'll get you some answers if you need anything. Thanks again for all the love and support regarding the tornadoes. You guys truly are the best. You're the celebrity. And because you're here, we do this broadcast. So I thank you for showing up. All right. Enjoy your day. Have a great Saturday. Take care.